Red Snook is a great fundraiser for the Conservancy of Southwest Florida. The money will fund a long overdue study of juvenile fish in the local waters.
Well, what we're proposing to do is sample juvenile game fish and also the fish that they feed on in the mangrove tidal creeks and salt marshes of the 10,000 islands. The study is kind of unique in that we're taking a multi-species approach, not just looking at one species of fish. We're going after the snook, the tarpon, the redfish, ladyfish, but also the fish that they feed on as well, and doing a community comparison. As you may know, there's been a lot of rapid development in Southwest Florida, and that's led to the loss of mangrove habitat and also alteration of the water flow into the estuaries that serve as the developmental habitat for juvenile game fish. So what we're going to be doing is comparing two different areas, one with a natural water flow, a more baseline water flow, and also an area south of the Picayune Strand development that has the altered water flow, and then compare the two to see how the juvenile game fish or the fish that they feed on are responding to these alterations. It's been 35 years since a juvenile game fish study has targeted the 10,000 islands area. So we're kind of interested in revisiting that earlier study with what we know now and gather some information that will be hopefully helpful to the state and federal managers that manage our lands to protect the remaining juvenile game fish habitat.
For day 2 of the tournament, we again tagged along with a mother and son team of Laura Almond and Mike Panate, as they needed some fresh bait for another day of fishing the beach.
Good ones in there.
A nearly full rainbow greeted us as it glowed over the Gulf of Mexico, surely a good omen for the beautiful day ahead. Once again, they began at the pilings that produced a 30-inch redfish for Panate the day before.
Get him out, get him out, stop.
It didn't take long before it was Mom's turn to try and pull a feisty red from its hiding.
It's in the best interest of those who enjoy the sport to learn more about where the juvenile fish are growing up and ensuring that they have the habitat they need to perpetuate the study so that future anglers are able to enjoy sport fishing.
Look at that, Mom! Look at that mondo. Mom's gonna win Lady Angler over this bad boy. All right, Mom.
My arms are shaking like, oh, crap, that was a big one.
32 inch red fish for Mom.
And Mom betters the son by a couple inches as the pilings pay off for the second day in a row.
See, catch and release works.
Yay!
The other team we joined for day 2 of the tournament was Doug Poe and Juck Lapham, guided by Captain Shane Miller, fishing out of Goodland. They began by working the areas just south of Marco Island, where there are many mangrove islands and rocky breakwaters that hold fish throughout the year. The first fish on puts up quite a fight, but it's not on the menu for the tournament. A nice Jack Crevalle nonetheless. Almond and Panate decided to continue with their plan from day 1. They work on any structure they find along the beach.
18 inches.
And Panate continues to pull in the snook one after another, as it seems he has all the luck with the snook on day 2. Mom is stuck with the task of measuring and recording all Mike's snook for the record books, as Mike stays on the bow where the action is hot. There's another for Laura to record.
There we go. What's the matter with you, Mom?
I don't know, Mike.
Mike catches another one, and this time he does the paperwork on this snook, so Laura has a chance to get her bait back in the water.
What was that last one?
But it's Mike who catches yet another snook, as his streak isn't over yet. While Panate gets a hold of his latest snook to measure, Mom finally gets a hookup.
There you go, Mom. Flip them in the boat like you would a bass. There you go. Flip them right in. There you go.
2 snook in the boat at once, so this red-hot team has to take a little break to record their catches. Back south of Marco Island, Doug Poe has a heavy bend in his rod as he works on pulling a nice fish out of the mangroves. It's a hard-pulling redfish,
Nice fish.
but Captain Miller gets him netted and in the boat, ready to be measured.
Hold on. Elusive redfish.
Nice upper slot red, 27 inches, 6.5 pounds. Good tournament fish.
A nice redfish on the books for Captain Miller's team, and it's released for someone else to catch another day. Not much later and not far away, the team has some more action.
Drum snatcher.
Call that the Vulcan hold. It paralyzes them when you hold them like that. The lateral line. 20 inches.
Another fish on the books,
Nice healthy little fish.
and he's ready to be released. Team Alman and Panate continue their hot streak along the beach, catching lots of mid-sized snook off the structures that they find. After Mike catches a couple, it appears to be Laura's turn for a hot streak.
Yeah, Mom, that's a better one. Yeah. Easy does it. Yeah, that's a circle that you got it. Over low, over there. Keep them out of the water.
Okay, Mike.
After 3 in a row, she's made a great effort to catch up to her son. Late in the day, Captain Miller's team is still working around the Mangrove Islands as Chuck Lapham does battle with a feisty snook. It's not the exact size that he had hoped for.
About twice as big will be good.
Last stop of the day for Alman and Panate is where they started the day, at the pilings where they caught 2 nice reds. This time, it's a snook. And Panate gets him out of the pilings and into the boat quickly. A quick measurement and a picture, and there's just enough time to make it back to the docks. After the break, we'll have the results.